So, over the years, many individuals have been proud to call the University of Lethbridge their home. As students, you are now part of a proud history that includes shared stories and activities created and built upon by many students like yourselves. Evolving over time, these traditions help define the University of Lethbridge experience across generations and tie our community together. We hope that you will honor these traditions and carry them forward for future generations. As you take the first steps on your educational journeys, I want to share with you the U of L story. While no one involved in its inception could have predicted what the future of the University of Lethbridge would become, the university's founders set in motion a chain of events that has changed the landscape of southern Alberta, both physically and culturally, setting the stage for a story that is still unfolding today. Part of the Blackfoot Confederacy, the Lethbridge area has a rich history for First Nations people and was an important trading post for early American and European settlers. An historic mining community, Lethbridge has strong agricultural ties that helped establish the city's population and its economy. As the city grew, so did the need to provide educational opportunities for residents, bolstered by the success of university programs offered at Lethbridge Junior College, now known, of course, as Lethbridge College. A forward-thinking group of citizens sought to establish a University of Lethbridge. The culmination of years of effort by a dedicated group of individuals, the much-anticipated University of Lethbridge was officially established on January the 1st, 1967. In September of that same year, 650 students attended the first day of classes at the Lethbridge Junior College. The same determination that established a university in southern Alberta also secured the university's first piece of art for what is now known as one of the largest and most important collections in Canada. Created by Canadian sculptor Sorrel Etrog, Moses was commissioned for Expo 67 and donated to the University of Lethbridge that same year by the Bronfman family. Today, the sculpture stands in the stairwell of the Centre for the Arts, the first in a collection that now numbers more than 14,000 objects. In an era defined by freedom and liberation, the fledgling University of Lethbridge wanted to be autonomous, and establishing a separate campus was the first step. At the time, the west bank of the Old Man River was a blank canvas, and the visionaries behind the U of L saw the infinite possibilities across the river. After months of debates and dialogue, protests, and even arrests, the site was approved, making the university the first major development on the west side of Lethbridge. The official sod turning took place in the fall of 1969, beginning work on what is now known as University Hall. Designed by renowned Canadian architect, late Dr. Arthur Erickson, the building is still considered quite radical in design and sets the U of L apart in architectural and academic circles alike. After years of planning and construction, University Hall opened its doors in 1972. Unveiled at the official opening at the west side of campus, the aperture sculpture measures more than 20 foot tall and, like its namesake, provides an opening through which light travels. Located at the geographical center of the campus, this architectural landmark captures light as the sun rises and sets over the rolling coulees, illuminating our campus and giving life to the university's motto, Fiat Lux, which is Latin for "Let there be light." It refers metaphorically to the illumination that comes from research and learning. Today, the aperture is an enduring symbol for U of L alumni. The U of L has an official shield that draws inspiration from the vastness and simplicity of the southern Alberta landscape. The shield features a gold sun on a blue sky, bringing prominence to the university's official colors, which of course are blue and gold. While student athletes were proudly wearing these colors to represent the university in a variety of sports, In 1972, it was announced that all athletic teams would be the pronghorns, named after a species native to southern Alberta. The pronghorn is known for its incredible speed and for its endurance, and it can overcome obstacles insurmountable to other species. As part of the 40th anniversary celebrations in 2007, the university unveiled its official mascot, Luxie. And I don't know if you've seen him, but I don't see him around at the moment, but you will recognize Luxie when you see him. What started small was quickly growing. Campus was expanding thanks to the addition of new buildings. Satellite campuses were established in Calgary and later in Edmonton, and the student population continued to climb with new programs being added. In 1986, the first students convocated with graduate degrees in education. Other master's programs were established shortly thereafter, and the first graduate with a PhD from the University of Lethbridge crossed the stage in 2004. That PhD student was Dr. Robin Gibb, who today is a professor of neuroscience at the University of Lethbridge and a recent inductee into the Alumni Honor Society. And I hope that many of you will have the opportunity to take a class from Robin. She is a remarkable teacher. Once you successfully conclude your academic journey, you will have the opportunity to participate in convocation. This is a ceremony that dates back to the Middle Ages, that is steeped in academic tradition. The mace held by the Chief Marshal represents the institution's authority to grant degrees. Unique to the University of Lethbridge, one end features 3 elements: a mortarboard, a gavel, and an open book. They symbolize academia, the Board of Governors, and the General Faculties Council. The other end features a globe set in pronghorn antlers, representing the mascot and the universality of knowledge. The academic dress of Lethbridge is also unique to this institution. Black gowns and mortarboards are worn by all undergraduate and master's students, with the type of undergraduate or master's degree an individual has earned represented by different colors and patterns on the borders and linings of the hoods. Doctor of Philosophy graduates wear a royal blue gown with velvet facings and chevrons outlined in bright gold piping and a blue beefeater hat with bright gold tassel. Now that is a description. The regalia of the university chancellor, president, board of governors chair, and honorary degree recipients also include blue and gold elements, proudly demonstrating their connection to the University of Lethbridge. Wanting to recognize outstanding alumni from the growing ranks of graduates, the University of Lethbridge Alumni Association established the Alumnus of the Year Award. Recipients are chosen based on outstanding individual qualities, excellence in their field, national or international reputation, and the impact or benefit of their work to the community at large. Honorees are presented with a miner's lantern, an artifact of the early history of this area that represents the illumination of knowledge as a guiding light. Look to the alumni and the awardees as individuals who have been conferred excellent examples of what university education is all about. You need to follow their examples and try to walk in those footsteps. Through the years, the University of Lethbridge has remained committed to the community, which includes many First Nations, Métis, and Inuit groups. We also respect the fact that our university rests on traditional Blackfoot land. Recognizing this commitment, Elder Bruce Wolfchild gave the University of Lethbridge a traditional Blackfoot name. The name is Medicine Rock. The story of Medicine Rock is memorialized on a plaque located in the atrium of University Hall. As the U of L family grows, new traditions emerge. In 2012, as part of the university's 45th anniversary celebrations, the Fiat Lux ring, designed by a student, was introduced as the official alumni ring of the University of Lethbridge. Cast in sterling silver, the Fiat Lux ring symbolizes the memories, traditions, and pride that tie U of L alumni together. When you graduate, you will be given the opportunity to obtain a Fiat Lux ring. Please ensure that you do. It is a badge of pride. Together, the stories and traditions shared with you have resulted in a university that is as much a product of southern Alberta as the fescue grasses that blanket the Cooley landscape. As you begin your academic journey here today, you are joining more than 38,000 alumni who came before you. Together with countless faculty, staff, and community members, each have played an important role in the university's story over the last 47 years. And now it's your turn.